Hi everyone. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui regarde? Is someone watching? Am I coming through okay? Est-ce qu'on m'entend bien? Bonjour, bonjour. 3 ans de Papa PhD, 3 years, and I'm super happy to be here today to celebrate with you. Dun, dun, dun. So, I'll do something here. So, if you are watching now, yeah, I'm gonna turn this camera off. Put on some music. There we go. Hi, G. Thank you. Hey, Gertrude, do you want to pop in and chat live? Thank you. 3 years. Yay! Papa PhD is a toddler now, officially. So it looks like we're gonna have Gertrude Nontra, an alumna of Papa PhD, drop in and say hi briefly. I've sent her the link. Let's see. She must be on her way. In the meantime, this is a work with me too, so I am starting to edit an episode at the same time here. Dr. G in the house. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Really good, really good. Super happy. And I know this is kind of a weird format that I decided to do of just being here and letting people pop in, but I think it's fun too.
Yeah, you know something? I'm hearing an echo, so let me put on my headphones.
Oh, okay. I do. Yeah, I'm hearing myself here too. It's interesting. So now, if you change to your,
hold on, I'm going to find another set of headphones because I realized this is connected to something else.
Okay, wait a second.
I realized this is connected to something else.
This here. All right. So I see you. I don't hear any echo anymore.
Yeah, I think.
Awesome. Oh no! Well, anyway, it's
there's the echo.
It's okay. But hey, anyway, this is just a very informal thing, and I'm just happy that you're here. And yeah, 3 years, almost a day for day. I think the first episode was launched on July 24th, 2019, something like that.
Wow.
So yeah.
How do you feel about 3 years of being a content creator and doing something different? Like you didn't go the traditional route of becoming a professor or anything like that. How do you feel about that?
Well, it feels first it feels almost surreal or unreal that 3 years have passed and I've done 180 something of these of these episodes. It's just anyway. The podcast has become part of my routine, and so now it's like I do it. There's hours per week in like invested on it, but I at the beginning I was like, oh, am I going to be able to do this? And now it's like just part of the day to day. But as to how I feel, I feel blessed in a way to have had all these conversations with these amazing people, including you, and that me as an introvert am able to somehow every week talk to one or two people whom maybe some of them I know from seeing them on different platforms, but that usually if I had crossed paths with them in a conference or whatever, I might have just stayed in my introvert bubble. And it's been transformative in a way, this thing of doing content creation, and I know I'm not perfect, but I enjoy what I do, and this is what's important to me. And I know lately it's funny because I mentioned in the interview I did just before today, I mentioned this thing of do you, and it's something that I need to find that post. Someone posted something on LinkedIn a month ago, and it was basically the if you kind of distill it to one message is do you, and don't compare yourself.
Don't do that, for sure. This I'm going to jump off very soon because I have a meeting, but I wanted to jump in quickly and say that this year 2 days ago I was evaluating and I realized I've been writing for 10 years.
Oh my.
I've been writing for 10 years. So I started as a blogger, and then I was freelance writing, and then I got an agency position, and now I'm in a content position at a biotech, and I'm thinking, wow, I could have I don't know what's happening, but I could have said, oh, this is just like a plaything. This is not something that's serious. But today I've created a whole career out of that. So you're right. Like, just do the things that really interest you, and you'll be amazed at where you end up.
And how it affects because this is not my professional life, at least not at this stage. It's still something I do like in my garage, air quotes, in my basement. But anyway, hopefully it might change sooner. We'll see. But it's amazing the effect that it has on other aspects of your life, personal and professional. And I know I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And the thing that I agree with you too is how it's weird to look back 10 years and say, I've done 10 years of this. But it doesn't feel like that day by day and week by week. I don't know. There's a special thing about looking back and trying to, like you say, account for what's been done versus the day by day experience. There's a disconnect there, but it's interesting and it's important, I think, to look back and to think of this, and even to if you are, pivoting in terms of like professionally, it's important to look back, and it's important to build this narrative of what these last 10 years were, because that's what the person in front of you will want to hear.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for letting me pop in for a few minutes. I'm going to pop
thank
off
you. I'm so happy. Yes. I'm so happy to have you here. And I think, you've been doing great things lately. I'm always in awe at how you're able to, put content out there. So keep on doing that and helping people and inspiring people. So thank you.
Thank you.
Talk soon.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Talk soon. Bye.
Bye. Yes, G Nantra. If so, she's doing medical writing, and if that's something that interests you, and not only that, but G has a great YouTube channel where she shares a lot of great advice based on her experience, of course, and she does. You know, when I said "do you," she does her, and I think you're gonna get value from what she offers, and she talks about many different things that she's gone through in her career journey, and has put a lot of reflection in it, and she also offers really like actionable advice on, and I'm looking vaguely here, whether I should be looking here, but actionable advice on how to, get into this industry or present yourself in this context or interview, etc., etc. So yeah, look her up, be it on LinkedIn, but I'd suggest her YouTube channel, which is The Bold PhD. So thank you, G, for having been here to help me blow these 3 candles of the Papa PhD podcast. Super appreciated. Friends of the show. So there we go. That's the first surprise guest of this short work with me and party with me and celebrate with me session. And here I am talking far from the mic. Anyway, this is a celebration. It's not a podcast episode. I guess it's okay. Oui, 3 ans, Thomas Milan. Dis-moi, do you, ouais, c'est important, hein? Ça m'a. C'est pas une expression que je connaissais pas, mais il y a un mois, c'est une expression qui a changé les choses pour moi. Et j'ai lancé un projet à cause de cette idée du do you et de ne pas s'en faire avec ce que les autres font. Dis-moi si tu veux venir juste dire un allô comme Gertrude vient de le faire, ça me ferait plaisir. Et si oui, je t'enverrai le lien pour venir ici sur StreamYard. Si tu me diras dans les commentaires si tu veux. Ah, j'ai quelqu'un, un visiteur qui arrive. Do you, tellement important comme message. Oui, je vais changer la caméra. Apporter Gad. Bonjour Gad.
Salut David, ça va super et toi?
Ça va bien. 3 ans de Papa PhD. Ouais. J'ai Thomas Milan ici de Science à la carte qui dit Do you, tellement important comme message. Oui, en effet. Surtout maintenant à l'ère des médias sociaux, on se compare beaucoup. C'est facile de tomber dans la comparaison. Et si on compare trop, souvent ça nous bloque de faire de grandes choses. Et des choses qui vont plaire à des personnes qui sont en phase avec toi et pas en particulier en phase avec ces personnes-là que tu admires ou en tout cas que tu as mis sur une sorte de piédestal. Gad.
Salut David.
Alors c'est ça, hein, encore un PhD Dojo qui est sorti cette semaine. Et donc je suis très très content. En fait, une des choses intéressantes de cette saison 3 de Papa PhD, ça a été les collaborations. Et je suis très très content d'avoir lancé avec toi et avec The Second Lab, qui est une équipe, c'est pas juste toi, cette collaboration avec Papa PhD et d'avoir apporté à chaque 2-3 semaines ou 3-4 semaines. Cette proximité pour moi avec des étudiants qui sont les mentorés du Second Lab. En tout cas, en apportant leurs questions directement, c'est vraiment apprécié. J'ai beaucoup de fun, comme on dit ici au Québec, à faire ça avec toi. Et je pense que ça apporte de la valeur et de la richesse au podcast. Donc, c'est ça. Je suis content d'être ici aujourd'hui aussi pour célébrer les belles collaborations.
Oui, merci David de nous avoir invités. Non, le plaisir est réciproque. Nous, en tout cas, moi, personnellement, c'est toutes les 2 semaines, c'est quel sujet on va parler, et comment on va avoir du fun à parler du sujet. Oui. Puis, c'est vraiment cool. Je trouve que c'est très apprécié du côté des mentorés aussi, des étudiants qui posent leurs questions. Ils sont vraiment contents. Puis vraiment, ils voient leur nom un peu au dernier moment. Puis ils disent « Ah, c'est moi !» Ouais, non, c'est super cool. On a beaucoup de plaisir à collaborer avec toi de notre côté. Donc, on trouve que c'est vraiment quelque chose qui a mis du move aussi dans notre organisation. Donc, c'est
très cool. Je suis content d'entendre ça. Et de mon côté, c'est ça, le fait que, parce que je vois aussi quand vous mentorez, ils rebondissent sur les publications après notre entrevue. C'est toujours le fun de voir leurs mots d'appréciation et de sentir que, parce que des fois, ils nous envoient des questions quand même qui ne sont pas faciles d'emblée à répondre ou avec une réponse directe et claire et nette. Mais c'est le fun après de passer une vingtaine, trentaine de minutes à essayer de couvrir tout ce que cette question, nous apporte comme avenue de discussion. Et de voir qu'après, même si on n'a pas juste une ligne droite, que la personne, que le mentoré ou la mentorée ont été contents de là où on est allé. Donc, c'est très apprécié, très, très apprécié. Sinon, de ton côté, donc là, The Second Lab, pour ceux qui ne savent pas, GAD et une équipe aident des jeunes chercheurs au doctorat, à la maîtrise aussi. Il y en a qui sont dans la maîtrise.
Maîtrise, postdoc, ouais.
À être prêts donc dans leur préparation à la carrière, et ce, de diverses façons, avec des ateliers. En tout cas, peut-être tu peux en parler un petit peu plus.
Oui.
Mais c'est ça, et c'est pour ça qu'on s'est mis ensemble à faire le PhD Dojo.
Oui, c'est ça. Ce qu'on fait est finalement hyper complémentaire. Nous, de notre côté, c'est ça, on a des cohortes d'étudiants qui sous un programme. Donc, c'est vraiment l'organisation d'une organisation de recherche nous contacte pour définir un programme. Et on va créer un programme autour des besoins de cette organisation et des besoins des étudiants de cette organisation. Donc là, on en lance un avec la Société canadienne des biomatériaux. Ça fait 3 ans maintenant. On va avoir un nouvel appel à application en septembre, peut-être octobre. Donc on est en discussion avec eux. Mais vraiment, qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le programme? C'est un programme très original, je trouve, parce que je l'ai jamais vu ailleurs. Bon, oui, on a de la formation en carrière, du développement professionnel. D'ailleurs, David est venu faire un talk sur le personal branding, un atelier sur le personal branding. Mais aussi, on a du mentorat. Donc, c'est pour ça que depuis le début, on les appelle les mentorés, les mentees. Donc, il y a du mentorat. On les match un à un avec un professionnel qui a déjà eu son doctorat, qui est déjà dans l'industrie. On a des gens de l'industrie, mais aussi du gouvernement, de biotech, de personnes qui travaillent dans les sciences et technologies, ou alors dans des organisations gouvernementales ou paragouvernementales. Donc c'est vraiment un match un à un, et ce mentoré ou ce mentor suit le mentoré pendant à peu près 1 année, et va le conseiller suivant les objectifs qu'il veut atteindre. C'est ça.
Ouais, et c'est pour ça, une fois qu'on s'est parce qu'on on était, comment dire, on se connaissait sur LinkedIn, disons, comme ça. Et après, à un moment donné, j'étais invité pour parler du Second Lab sur Papa PhD. Et après, je pense que c'était très naturel de se dire, il faudrait faire quelque chose ensemble.
Oui.
Et donc, c'est ça. J'ai bien hâte de continuer cette collaboration. La saison 4 s'en vient de Papa PhD. Et c'est ça, j'ai très hâte de continuer à faire régulièrement le PhD Dojo avec les questions du Second Lab parce qu'elles sont toujours intéressantes. Et c'est ça, il y en a qui sont challengeantes un peu. Et c'est toujours le fun de faire ça, même si c'est en direct comme ça. Je pense que c'est peut-être même plus le fun.
Non, on a du fun. En tout cas, moi, j'ai du fun aussi. C'est toujours apprécié, ouais.
C'est drôle, là, je vois qu'il y a sur mon feed, des fois, il y a un flicker, là, il y a un artefact visuel quelconque. J'ai changé mon setup de studio, donc là, il faut que j'aille voir s'il y a quelque chose dans mes définitions qu'il faut que je change. Mais je suis désolé pour ça. Mais en même temps, c'est pas si grave. C'est juste des fois, on dirait que mon image, elle s'agite. Je ne sais pas si tu l'as remarqué. Très bien. Sinon, non, toi, de ton côté, tu ne l'as pas remarqué?
Non. Non, pas du tout.
Très bien.
Okay.
Sinon, c'est ça. Est-ce qu'il y a des nouveautés pour Second Lab? Parce que je me souviens que je ne veux pas te mettre la pression, là, mais votre site web était en refonte.
C'est ça. Donc, on a fait une landing page. Donc, c'est une landing page aujourd'hui. On réfléchit à un nouveau site web également. Mais je dirais que on a une rencontre de planification stratégique la semaine prochaine.
Okay.
On va beaucoup parler de ces choses-là. C'est qu'est-ce qu'on a un beau programme, comment on peut l'avancer plus loin, qu'est-ce qu'on veut faire pour avancer plus loin. Donc c'est vraiment la question qui va nous tenir occupés, ouais.
Très bien. Et c'est ça, sinon, est-ce que tu as des questions? Tu aurais quelque chose?
Non, bon anniversaire, Papa PhD.
Merci.
Oui.
Le Second Lab a pas... Je pense... Ah non, en fait, je pense que Second Lab avait été lancé presque en simultané que le podcast en 2019? Ou est-ce que je... Ouais,
donc moi, je faisais le programme par moi-même.
OK.
C'est je l'ai fait pendant 2-3 ans. Puis la question s'est posée à savoir, on a un beau programme, on le fait pour une organisation qui est donnée. Comment on peut prendre ce programme puis le décliner et puis même au-delà du programme, toute la question il y a beaucoup de questions de pourquoi pourquoi les étudiants en doctorat ont vraiment du mal à se trouver un emploi. Est-ce qu'ils pourquoi donc vraiment c'est toutes ces questions du pourquoi ou même la vie des étudiants en doctorat est pas facile. Quelles sont les difficultés et comment on peut répondre, et toutes ces problématiques nous intéressent beaucoup. Donc on s'est dit qu'au bout d'un moment on allait sortir pour en faire une compagnie, donc donc on s'est dit quel type de compagnie, donc on s'est dit un OBNL pourrait être la meilleure solution par rapport à ce qu'on veut faire avec ça.
Merveilleux.
Mais
moi, comme tu le sais, c'est ça, c'est des missions qui s'alignent beaucoup, ou des valeurs, en tout cas, des missions personnelles, quasiment. Comme tu disais, au début, c'était toi qui l'as parti tout seul.
Ouais.
Mais je suis très content qu'on soit, en tout cas, on fasse partie de cet écosystème. Pour moi, je considère cet écosystème Papa PhD d'organisation et de gens que je considère qui sont comme amis du podcast et qu'on entre nous, on veut un peu la même chose, mais on le fait.
Oui.
Toi, tu es à Québec, moi, je suis à Montréal, donc on le fait chacun à notre place et chacun à notre façon. Mais de faire après, de trouver des places où on peut ensemble faire des choses, je trouve que c'est super le fun. Donc,
ouais. Puis le dojo, c'en est une, donc c'est le fun.
Oui, puis c'est le fun d'aller faire la formation, l'atelier chez vous.
Ouais.
Très bien.
Cool.
Bon, regarde, j'ai une autre invitée qui arrive.
Oui.
Je te remercie énormément d'être passé, faire un coucou et souhaiter à Papa PhD un joyeux anniversaire. Je souhaite tout de bien pour le projet Second Lab. Et comme je disais, j'ai très hâte à voir quelles questions vos mentorés ils vont nous envoyer. Ils vont continuer. Déjà, on a une belle petite base de données.
Oui.
Mais c'est ça. Pendant la saison 4, d'aborder des questions, de continuer à aborder des questions toujours intéressantes et qui viennent des étudiants. Pour moi, c'est ça qui est important.
Oui, c'est des vraies questions, des vrais problèmes qu'on se pose, puis on veut y répondre. Merci David de m'avoir invité, et puis on se revoit pour le prochain dojo.
Ouais, c'est ça. Allez, au prochain dojo.
Bye. Salut.
God.
Bye.
Ciao. Bye. Hi, Ricky.
Hey, David. How are you?
Very good. Yourself?
Good. Yeah.
In Vancouver?
In Vancouver,
BC?
Yes. Yeah. Live from the West Coast.
Yeah. So, I don't even know what time it is there. I don't know if I made you wake up hyper early to...
No, I'm an early riser usually. It's 10 to 9. But it is morning.
Okay, then it's okay. Yeah. It's not that bad.
No. Been up
All
for
right.
a while.
Yeah, super happy that you could come here today. And Ricky, you are part of. But I was thinking of I was going to say a collective, but it's not just a collective.
Oh, yes. A community for now, I guess.
Community? Okay, well, a community. You can talk a little bit about the mission of Milieu, but it's funny because I was just talking with Gad Sabatier from the Second Lab, with whom I have a collaboration that started not so long ago after he came here as a guest on the show. And now, we do this. We have this podcast section that we do where he brings questions from the mentees of the Second Lab program, and because it's really important to me to address things that actually interest students, and young researchers, and he brings questions from the mentees directly. So anyway, I was talking about that, and I was saying how how this third year of Papa PhD has been marked by collaborations and by partnerships, let's say, and the latest is between Papa PhD and Milieu. So I'm super happy. I'm thankful that you're here today, and I'm thankful that Milieu, you and the team reached out to me. But you know what? I'm going to leave you the spotlight a little bit to share about what Milieu is and why it makes sense that Milieu and Papa PhD partner up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, thank you so much for having me, and congrats on the 3 years. We love your podcast, and you're doing good things. And like you said, I think Milieu and Papa PhD definitely share the same mission. We've talked about it a lot off camera, that there is, or apparently there is an issue with career readiness coming out of a graduate degree for people that don't want to continue on a traditional path in academia. So what you do is amazing. You highlight all the right people, and you put the voice out there. We are, with Milieu, we're trying to create the community aspect of it. So we have a private Slack group, and we have in-house and otherwise resources that we highlight for people that are in that transition. So you are finishing your PhD and thinking about the new step, or you just finished your PhD and you have no idea what to do. We're trying to highlight the options that you have. We're trying to help you write your CV, find the job posting, do the interview well, get the contract that you might be offered adjusted in a way that suits you, and to really find that the community aspect of it, though, like to have a group of people that are all in the same boat, that are there with you, that are at different stages. Is it early, late PhD? Is it post PhD and working for a few years? So yeah, there's tons of resources out there already. We have some that we did ourselves, and we have some that are coming up, and that's where our collaboration really comes in. So we're really excited to create some really great stuff with you and put it out there.
And help bridge this gap, because there is a gap, and you know, it's the reason why Papa PhD was born, was this gap.
Exactly.
But I really like the energy that your team, the Milieu team, brings to this endeavor that you've dedicated yourselves to, because you know, it's not a straightforward thing. I mean, the community is a very diverse community. One PhD is not equal, you know, it's not easily comparable to the next PhD, and that's, I think, one of the great challenges of having a constant and clear conversation between between the young researcher community and the employer community outside academia, is that it's such a diverse thing, and there's different domains. There's social sciences, there's hard sciences, there's life sciences, and a PhD coming from each of these and many more is not, you know, there's a lot of unknown, or there's not, you can't sell one profile. You can't go to all employers and say you need a PhD because A, B, C, D. That's not how it works. And that's why I think it's really important what the Milieu team is doing, of let's create a community, let's discuss within us, you know, within the community, and then let's build the bridges that are necessary. And I say bridges, and I'm intentional, and I think it's multiple bridges, and it can be multiple channels. It also can be multiple terminologies. It can be these bridges can mean different things, and I'm really excited to see what you're going to put out there, and I'm already gonna, you know, as you know, contribute in my small way to some of that. But I really
big way.
Well,
we're excited. Yeah,
me too.
No, but you're exactly right, and it kind of, just to tangent on that, it kind of goes both ways, because you have one PhD that has all these different options, and that's actually the question that we get the most. What are my options? What job titles can I even hold? But then we have this series where we have community profiles, and you see that there's common positions that are held by PhDs from all kinds of different backgrounds. So it goes both ways. You have a whole variety of things, but you can really come from any discipline to fan out into these. So it's really interesting to see the more people we onboard in our community, but the variety it's crazy. You have so many options.
And I don't think that it's a vocation of universities and graduate programs, or anyway, to do this work. You know, their vocation is to get people through that journey of grad school and of eventually going into academia. Although there's some move out there. I see some offices being created to do with in French they say valorisation du doctorat, so I don't know how I would say that in English. Promotion of the PhD, let's say, and of, you know, but I think the aspect of which I think is central to your model, and please correct me if I'm wrong, of community, of creating this community where you'll have peers, you'll have people from different domains, and you can exchange ideas, you can exchange worries, you can report experiences, and then, you know, I think that's a really great way to go, because I think when you're in university, somehow you're going it alone in a way, because you're responsible for,
especially grad school.
especially grad school, for pushing your own
you make your own schedule, you're on your own trajectory, and it's all you. And then a lot of people are quite overwhelmed to get into the next step. And that's the beautiful thing, like that we have people at all different stages, and we mostly help people bridge that gap, like you said. But then there are people that get hired in a great position, and all of a sudden they have the internal intel, oh, we actually need 3 more PhDs, and they'll post in our group being like, hey guys, like, I just started at this company, we're actually hiring right now, and
they want more of us.
exactly. It's not, like, this is slowly starting to organically happen, and it's so great to see.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't prepare a little banner or anything, and I just thought of it now, because I had Gad before and I didn't mention it to him. But if people want to find Milieu, where is it? Where's the best place to go? I know you're on different platforms.
We're all on the different platforms. We're Milieu on LinkedIn. Our website is, and you can find everything on our website, is wearemilieu.ca. Our email is wearemilieu@gmail.com, so if you want to email us with anything. But on our website there's everything. Our socials are linked. Our membership is free right now. If you're a graduate student or postgrad, you can apply for free and get access to our Slack group where all the resources live and the conversations live. And what else? We have a newsletter that comes out every month where we highlight our theme of the month. It'll be interviewing, I think, next. You can also get access to our last newsletters. We've had 4 so far this year. You can just shoot us an email.
And can you reveal, or is it not the time, other tools and resources that people who get into the community get access to, or will get access to in the future?
We actually just created a really great CV resource, so how to transfer your CV from an academic to a non-academic. We have a interview cheat sheet coming up. We will get more into LinkedIn profile optimization, job search strategies. These will be in-house resources. What we do is we have tons of resources that already exist. There's tons of good stuff out there, and we curate those, and we always put a handful of those into our newsletter. So if you don't want to become a member, or you're not a student, you can still have access to the free. We just do a search as a team and curate some solid stuff that's out there.
Now, a question that just popped up in my mind: if someone finds the mission really interesting and wants to help. Are you looking for help? Is there opportunity for help?
Yeah, there's an opportunity for help. We're always recruiting volunteers. So we're looking into having more formal interns in the future. Right now, all the help that we're taking is volunteer-based. And we always have an open call in our newsletters. You can send us an email. wearemilieu@gmail.com. Always happy for extra hands.
Excellent. So I put the URLs here. Oh, it's going here.
Oh yeah, there it is. Nice.
There you go. And the Gmail. Perfect. So if you're watching and this interests you, just shoot them a letter. They're so nice. I'm sure they're going to answer quickly and be really, really cool. So this is like almost summer vacation coming for me, but the official launch of the partnership was this week. This for me, it's kind of on my side. I'm this little few minutes today. It's my first how can I say creation announcement my first gesture, let's say, in terms of being a content creator, of putting it out there that I really like the mission, and we're going to be collaborating.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
And I really appreciate you having reached out to me and trusted me with offering me this partnership.
We all love the podcast. Great.
And
thanks.
Well, you guys are creating Milieu as we speak, right? You're building it, although it already exists. But I'm excited to see what's coming. I'm excited to be part of it, and to the people who follow Papa PhD, you'll see interesting things coming up in the few weeks or in September of more close relationships than just what you've seen maybe on social media, which are mostly announcements right now. But it's the middle of the summer. I'm going to be off in August, so there's probably not going to be much happening in terms of more structured collaboration. So keep an eye out. You'll see in September things will happen.
Yes, we're very excited.
It's exciting.
Very excited for this partnership.
So Ricky, do you have anything else to share about Milieu, or I don't know, about you personally? I've never, I've never interviewed you, so why are you in Vancouver? That's a question. I don't know if it's but why professionally? I don't want to go into your personal life, but
it's actually a personal reason. So
it's a personal, so it's okay. But my other question then. So I'll swap the question.
But it's okay. My partner's family lives here, so we moved out here. He's a lawyer here. Yeah.
All right.
So,
but
crazy.
Nothing crazy. Okay, good. I kind of asked the question. I was like, maybe this is off limits, but it's fine. But the question that I wanted to ask you, given that you're here and you're the face of Milieu for whoever's watching it or listening today, is what brought you to jump into this atypical project that I haven't seen anything like it exactly. What drives you to want to improve the outcomes of young researchers in terms of professional outcomes?
Yeah. I think we kind of fell into this because we started as a tiny community. So we're 4 PhD ladies, and we all went through this motion and all noticed that you get spit out at the end of your degree as a very qualified person in a very niche subject with a ton of transferable skills that a lot of people don't see. So the more we spoke about our own transition, we noticed that this is a very common theme, and just started as a small community and then decided to make this something bigger where we have memberships and the Slack group and everything, because a community like this doesn't really exist, and it felt like a very lonely journey at times, where at the end of your degree you might be the only person in your lab that doesn't want to go for the postdoc, or that doesn't want to apply for a professorship at some point, and you speak to your supervisor and maybe they're not too thrilled about you wanting to leave academia and don't really have the right connections that you want to make. You ask your supervisor, hey, do you have contact in the industry? Like, could you connect me to someone? They're usually like, not really, not really. We're in academia and that's it. So those connections, the organic connections that happen by having a community, posting in our Slack group, being like, hey, does anybody know someone at this company? And that could give me a warm introduction for an interview, or an informational interview, or a coffee chat. And from 4 people, we grew to, a lot more people, and all those networks are now connected. So I posted in the Slack group, I'm like, does anybody know someone there? And maybe somebody does, and they can connect me. So to build that spider web and to branch out. And it's really inspiring, because the more you do it, the more you talk to grad students in that period of their lives, we see that it's really needed and really appreciated. And we're not reinventing the wheel, like all these resources and stuff. Most of them already exist. We highlight what's there. We refine what we think is a good, concise way of putting it to help people. But the community aspect is really what's driving us. It's so nice to hear people exchange their journeys and help each other and be there together.
It is very cool. And like you said, being alone or feeling alone in this in that juncture,
can be overwhelming.
It can be overwhelming, and the community is super, super important. Ricky, thank you so much for having dropped by. Again, I'm super happy.
Thanks for having me.
Well, and I'm super happy to almost start season 4, having this great partnership that's burgeoning right now, and I'm looking forward to the things to come. So I'm telling you, thanks to the whole Milieu team.
Thank you. We're really excited for this.
Well, same here.
And for your 4th season.
Yes, me too. I'll see. I'm thinking of ways to innovate. I always want to bring something different and something new. So maybe it could be something with Milieu. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, Vicky. Thank you so much. Have a great day, because for you it's like breakfast time.
Yeah, just started.
Yeah, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Bye.
Yes. So, Milieu, the second. So I was talking in French with Gad Sabatier from the second lab, which was the first partnership that was born in this 3rd season of Papa PhD, and for which I'm very, very grateful. And now I was talking with Ricky from Milieu, and this is really the most recent one. It's very, very exciting, and it's just starting. Was announced this week on their side. So yeah, this is this. Unless anyone else, let me see if I have messages. Unless anyone else wants to pop by and say hi, I am going to finish the stream. This has been fun. I worked a little bit. I prepared Sarah's the file for Sarah's interview that I did earlier this morning, and I don't know if the people watching want to say something, have a question before I say bye and go grab a bite. And then in 20 minutes I am having another great interview with Jennifer Paul from PhD to Life. So if you want to grab a bite too and stick around and be here at 12:30, it's going to be a great conversation. I really, Jen is fun. She really knows what she talks about when she's talking about post-PhD careers. And we're gonna be talking about the question of, am I a sellout if I leave academia after my PhD? Which I think is a question a lot of you out there ask yourselves. So there's no comments. So thank you who's watching right now. I really appreciate the fact that you were here to celebrate 3 years of Papa PhD with me. This was my short and I was talking about do you. This is my way to kind of celebrate this milestone and to involve you in it, and to bring on the show some of the friends of the podcast. It's always important, I think. Some of you have known the podcast for longer, some not for so long, and it's always good to remind you who the friends of the podcast, as I say, are, because I think if you like Papa PhD, you probably like what they do, and you probably appreciate that. So do go and follow the Bold PhD, go follow the Second Lab and Milieu on the platforms they are on, if careers after the PhD is something that interests you. So thank you, everyone. This was great. This was fun. It's my second kind of work with me type thing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon on another episode of Papa PhD. Ciao.